Medical School Objectives Project by the Association of American Medical Colleges. Physician must be knowledgeable, डिस्क्राइब कर दिया, और इस तरह से बहुत सारे उनके पैराग्राफ्स हैं. पूरी किताबचा जो है वो 10, 12, 15 पेजेस का है, जिसमें ये ब्रॉड आउटकम्स दिए हुए हैं, ब्रॉड कॉम्पिटेंसीज दी हुई हैं, लीविंग इट फॉर द इंडिविजुअल मेडिकल कॉलेजेस इन अमेरिका टू कम अप विद द करिकुलर डॉक्यूमेंट. ये एडवाइजरी ग्रुप है 10 लोगों में मुश्तमिल जिन्होंने ये डॉक्यूमेंट बनाया. इसमें इन 10 लोगों में 5 एजुकेशनिस्ट्स हैं, बिकॉज द डेवलपमेंट प्रोसेस हैज टू बी हैंड इन हैंड विद द कंटेंट एंड द प्रोसेस एक्सपर्ट्स. You can't have process experts only or predominance of content experts. Similarly, you cannot have a predominance of process experts. You need to have a balance between the two. Wherever you create a disbalance, the product of the discussions will not be in balance. CanMeds 2005. This is how they see what GMC wrote in different way. उन्होंने ये 5-6 रोल्स दिए हैं, जिसमें सेंटर मेडिकल एक्सपर्ट है, फिर वो कम्युनिकेटर भी है, वो मैनेजर भी है, वो हेल्थ एडवोकेट भी है, वगैरह वगैरह. एंड देन दे हैव गॉन टू डिफाइन दोज थिंग्स. बट वेयर डू यू सी दैट दिस इन विच टाइम, इन हाउ मेनी आवर्स दिस विल हैपन? यू डोंट. एंड दैट इज द फ्रीडम दैट वी are looking for. We are looking for standards. Institutions need standards, not standardization. Because when you're saying standardization, there are many curriculum models available in the world. You have the right to choose, and maybe in some curriculum model you may have a subject being taught and assessed in a particular time, and another curriculum model it may be at another time. But if the guideline is straitjacketing you, then you'll end up in trouble. Fortunately, I hope we don't have that problem, because the president has just said that there's a lot of freedom now, provided that you present a document which is authentic, which is evidence based, which makes sense educationally, and which is coming from the faculty. So that will not be a problem with us. National needs. We need to be committed. We need to sit together like we are doing today, building bridges and finding out आपने क्या किया है, आपके क्या मसाइल हैं, मैंने क्या किया है, मेरे क्या मसाइल हैं. But going curriculum hunting is not the solution. It's not a curriculum hunting mall. This conference. You can't ट्रांसप्लांट करेंगे आप करिकुलम एक इदारे का दूसरे इदारे में, इंशाल्लाह ग्राफ्ट वर्सेस होस्ट रिजेक्शन होगा. बिकॉज it's a unique institute. It's a different tissue. It's not the same. In Saudi Arabia, one institute bought the entire curriculum from a university in Australia. A to Z, the lectures, the small group discussions, the exams, the evaluation papers, everything. They bought it, no problem. I won't tell you the cost. But now they're in the process of changing the document that they've bought, because it doesn't work. Because the first small group discussion they had with the students was about a person who had chest pain after getting drunk on New Year's Eve. They can't use that. It doesn't fit their society. It doesn't happen in their society in the open. So it's redundant for them. अब वो सारा चेंज करने में लगे हुए, क्या जरूरत है? दूसरे इदारों से मदद का मतलब ये है कि आप दूसरे इदारों से सीखें कि अच्छा आपने कैसे किया, प्रोसेस की हेल्प चाहिए आपको, कैसे आपने ये डेवलप किया, किन लोगों की टीम बनाई और क्यों बनाई, और उनमें मसाइल हम सब के बहुत सारे कॉमन है, मगर इंडिविजुअल मसाइल भी हैं. कॉमन मसाइल को कैसे हल किया, इंडिविजुअल मसाइल को कैसे हल किया. हाउ डू यू डील विद आवर mindset of the content issue, the hour issue. How do you deal with that? What happens at the time of exam? आखिर में जब वो ग्रेजुएट कर जाएगा तो मार्कशीट कैसे बनेगी? Let's just have an example from Maastricht University Medical College. एक मॉड्यूल है जो कि ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट है, एक मॉड्यूल है डाइंग एंड एजिंग. अब क्या आप मार्कशीट में ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट और डाइंग एंड एजिंग लिखेंगे? हाउ डू यू डील विद दैट? इंटीग्रेटेड असेसमेंट की बहुत सारे लोग बात करते हैं कि एक पर्चा है जिसमें कि एनाटॉमी भी है और कम्युनिटी मेडिसिन भी है और फोरेंसिक भी है. अच्छा, फिर जब उसकी मार्कशीट आएगी तो कैसे मार्क्स डिवाइड होंगे? या अगर क्लस्टर क्वेश्चन है जिसमें एक सिनारियो है, उसके नीचे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं, फिर क्या होगा? You need to have machinery for these, and you need to learn from people who have done it. But you can't import, you can't transplant. Please don't shop. There is support. There is support available. I may be wrong, but I was calculating there are at the moment 12 masters in medical education in Pakistan, from Pakistan, not in Pakistan, but from Pakistani masters in medical education available. Out of which 2 are actually PhDs in medical education. So there is support available for everybody. You could contact these people through the PMDC, you could contact these people directly, they will be able to guide you, tell you what to do, etc., etc. So just because your institution is thinking of reform, which is a great thing, of course, and that's the need of the time, but you don't know how to do it, doesn't mean that we copy it, because that will not work. You will have problems. I've seen it happen many times. I've seen it happen in many institutions. Transplants don't work. Curricular transplants will not work. You have to have consensus from your own faculty of what they are willing to give up, what they're willing to take on, and then move from there. That's what I said. We have to have consent from different levels of people. We have, alhamdulillah, we have consent from the apex body. What more do we need? We need to make hay while the sun shines, and use this opportunity to work in line with the guidance provided by regulatory bodies. We need, by crutch here I mean support, which is available, and we need to be content with the process. We need to deal with our fears, because the powers should not be lost of the heads of the department, of the principals, of the administrative setup, should not be shaken. That should remain. But these people need to support the lower faculty. I know of a few institutions within Pakistan who are really struggling to come up with something that the faculty wants but cannot implement, because there is a discommunication between the upper echelons and the lower echelons of the college. So we can address these issues. Really, all of these can be addressed. कैसे काम होगा, क्या काम होगा, कब क्या करना है, assessment के नए तरीके क्या हैं, कौन सा हमारे लिए feasible है. Feasibility is a big issue. Sure it is. At the moment, if you don't have the physical facilities, you don't have the human resource facilities, don't do it. But you don't have to embark upon an ambitious program just because it's the thing to be done. We need to, every institution individually, that's why I say don't transplant, because the first thing you need to do is you need to look at your frame factors. You need to look at what is feasible for you, what is possible for you, and what is not possible for you. I thought that I'd put in what I think should be done by any apex body in the world. They need to have a merger of the content and the process in balance, not just one side more and the other side less. And come up with standards, guidelines. जैसे कि अभी मैंने आपको थोड़ा सा दिखाया कि guidelines क्या हैं. Guidelines दे दें, एक broad हद बता दें, and then let people please come up with something that is suitable for you so that they can present it to you for approval. We could have some voluntary colleges, more voluntary colleges, who are ready to experiment, who are ready to see what their faculty can do, and you might be surprised with your own faculty members. and then seek support in reforming other medical colleges. अभी 4 इदारों का तजर्बा है, 5 इदारों का तजर्बा है पाकिस्तान में, आइंदा हो सकता है 10 हो जाए. अगले 1.5 साल में we could have 10 medical colleges working at it, and those 10 could help the other 10 to support, because अब जिन इदारों में लोग इस चेंज प्रोसेस के थ्रू गुजरे हैं, they are actually kind of experts in the change process, in the reform process, और वो मदद कर सकते हैं उन इदारों की जो कि इस प्रोसेस से अभी तक नहीं गुजरे हैं. So we could use their help. So there's a lot of support available in Pakistan. On a long-term basis, any regulatory body would need process experts also housed there permanently as their employees. But they need to be in different areas of expertise. So you need to have a person or persons who are experts in curriculum development, in quality assurance, program evaluation, in faculty development. Of course, they need to work together, but they need to be separate experts there. This is long term, maybe 5 years later, maybe 6 years later, but this is really important. Without this, the pace will be slow. The vision, the speed of the vision may be faster, but the translation into action would not be very fast, because at the moment, the process experts are busy with their own institutions, and they can't give time to the apex bodies as much as they may want to or they would like to. But all bodies would need this, these people. Assessment experts, big issue. जो 5 साल में असेसमेंट हो रही है उसके बारे में आपको एक्सपर्ट चाहिए. यू नीड पीपल हु आर एक्चुअली कुड थिंक अबाउट अ नेशनल एग्जिट एग्जाम. मगर नेशनल एग्जिट एग्जाम के बारे में सोचना बहुत बड़ी बात है. कैसे करेंगे, कौन करेगा? लोग होंगे तो करेंगे, बट यू नीड टू हैव पीपल हु आर एक्सपर्ट्स इन असेसमेंट एज वेल. वो नेशनल एग्जिट एग्जाम के बारे में प्लान करें, उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करें, उसको डिजाइन करें, तब जाके काम होगा. मगर जब तक परमानेंट लोग नहीं होंगे आगे बात नहीं बढ़ पाएगी. So there needs to be a short-term strategy and a long-term strategy, where in short term we are developing the individual institutions with the support of the that is available, and on a long term where the apex bodies, the regulatory bodies, actually think of supporting and developing their own process experts, and then going on from there. So, in summary, I really request that we should not dispense with traditional strengths. They should be retained. हर चीज completely बुरी होती ही नहीं है. I personally don't believe in that. There's always some good everywhere. And we are all good at finding flaws everywhere also. So, जो अच्छाइयाँ हैं उनको retain करना चाहिए. We all need standards, not standardization. This is really from the core of my heart. We need support for trying the faculty to work harder, and we need to follow the principles of learning. We need to follow what evidence there is, and be open to the evidence, whatever evidence it is, whether it is in favor of something, whether it is supporting something, whether it is just putting a question mark for something. For example, the thing that comes to my mind is a long case exam. लॉन्ग केस एग्जाम अच्छा है, बुरा है, जो भी उसके बारे में एविडेंस है, लेट्स लुक एट इट एंड सी इट फ्रॉम द साइंटिफिक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. यू रेडी टू एक्सेप्ट के आज ये सर्जिकल प्रोसीजर अच्छा नहीं है और अब हर्निया जो है मेश रिपेयर के साथ होना चाहिए. सो फाइन, लेट्स डू हर्निया विद मेश रिपेयर, डू कोलेसिस्टेक्टमी विद लैप्रोस्कोपी. So why not, if there is evidence against some form of teaching, some form of assessment, then why not look at that as well in the same scientific manner? Thank you very much.